Chad, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, well, just getting the 50 cal ready for my daughter.
Your daughter?
Yeah, I've got a daughter on the way.
You have a daughter on the way?
I do.
Don't you think it's a little early to be worrying about your daughter's boyfriend?
Oh, it's never too early for a father to worry about that.
You know, I think I could probably think of a list of guns that would do really well for scaring the living crap out of your daughter's teenage boyfriend. All right, well, Chad, I got to thinking a little bit about your problem. You know, this whole daughter thing you're worried about. And I've got a selection of guns here. And guys, in case you're wondering, this is 5 guns to scare the living crap out of your teenage daughter's boyfriend. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Is that a 5 guns video?
That's a 5 guns video if I ever heard one.
All right, so you know, everybody's heard like all the stories, you know, your teenage daughter brings her first boyfriend home, you're sitting around and you're wondering, okay, well, you know, how am I going to scare the living crap out of this kid so he gets the point, you know, you draw the line in the sand.
This is definitely always a fantasy that we have. We've got a couple of buddies with daughters and we always fantasized about sitting around at the kitchen table cleaning guns when the boyfriend was brought over for the first time and scaring the crap out of him. So, you know, we missed our opportunity on that. So, you know, now we may be able to pony up on that, you know, with my daughter, but it'll take a little while, hopefully. Yes, it will take a little while.
It will.
When she's 30, maybe.
When she's 30?
Yeah, 30. I think that's
well,
a good
yeah,
way
you know,
to start.
you got to have the hole dug out back with the lime next to it, the blank headstone, you know, and everything, and the, you know, fresh grave ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, the first gun, how about a Glock 17 with a 100-round beta magazine?
That's a good choice.
What do you think about that? Will that scare the boyfriend a bit?
I think so.
Yeah. You know, you say, you know, I want my daughter home by 9 p.m. He's going to go, all right, I'll be here at 8. What do you think?
7:30.
7:30? Okay, fine. Want to kick it up a notch?
Let's kick it up a notch.
All right, so, you know, the Glock, that's kind of cool. It's a 100-round beta. That's pretty scary looking. How about a 1911, a Remington R1 with a Tyrant suppressor on it? Okay?
That way, you know, he won't even hear the shot.
Yeah. Exactly. Or, you know, if let's say he's going to pull off and you're not really crazy about the kid, you can just shoot the tires out.
Pretty much.
Know, and he won't know. He'll just think he's got a flat. And, oh, I'm sorry, you can't go out on a date. Your tire's flat.
Actually, speaking of that, what you do is you take this and you just get a good rest on the windowsill. And when he's going to actually get in the car, you know, you shoot the tires out and then he can't go anywhere. And then the date's off.
There you go.
What do you think?
I think that's the plan. Now, guys, you know, this is just kind of fantasy. We wouldn't really do that.
Yeah, we would.
All right. The next thing, if he's not getting the point across, we got a Sega 12 SBS with a 15-round drum magazine, 15 rounds of 12 gauge in your hand. You certainly can't lie with that or, you know, worry about that. Folding stock. This is a very, very neat rig. It runs like a champ.
Yeah, it does.
And plus, it's just scary as hell.
Well, speaking of getting the point across, we've got this really nasty-looking breeching brake on the front of this thing. So, you know, if you want to get your point across, I think that's the way to do it right there.
Oh, yeah. That's a really nice gun, and that rig particularly has been used in quite a few videos. If you guys want to see a list of videos below where we've used this firearm, be sure to check it out. It's an awesome gun, that little SBS.
Awesome little gun.
Now, some of you guys are a little bit more old school.
We've got a Mercury Magnum double barrel 10 gauge. You know how Eric and I like our 10 gauges? Well, this is just double the fun. You got 2 triggers on here, and we've actually let this thing rip with both barrels with 2-ounce turkey loads. I tell you what, I mean, you're basically putting a 1/4 pound of lead down range, basically like shooting a 4-bore.
Yeah.
And it is an experience, but surprisingly enough, it's got a good recoil pad on the back of it. It really is not too bad at all.
Oh man, this gun's awesome, and I'll tell you what, there are so many people that fantasize about, you know, this whole thing with their daughter and the boyfriend and everything, and you always picture just the guy sitting on the porch with his double barrel 10 gauge going, yeah, you know, when's my daughter going to be home, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, you know, you can't go wrong with a double barrel 10 gauge if you just really need to scare the crap out of a little 16-year-old kid. Not to say that, you know, you're not going to point the gun at the kid. It's just one of those things where, you know, you're sitting around, you're cleaning your gun, you know, everything's nice and calm, you know, you're just sitting at the table, you know, hey kid, come on in here. You know, by the way, I really love my daughter. I also love my firearms and I'm not scared to use them and that sort of thing. Maybe you could be cleaning this AK here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Sega we converted. And it's got the upturned Galil handle on it. Some nice furniture here. Got one of our SGM Tactical 4Ns, a couple other odds and ends, Tapco Razor brake, EOTech sight. It's just kind of a nice little tricked out zombie gun or rogue boyfriend gun.
Pretty much.
Yeah, however you want to look at it. Nice little functional rifle there. You know, this one here, you could probably get a bead all the way down at the 7-Eleven when they're in the parking lot trying to make out and shoot the tires out, right?
Yeah, probably. I think
Well,
so.
yeah. You know, a lot of these videos are kind of fun inspired, and I know that some of these things may not necessarily be a true experience that some of you are going to have, but sometimes it's just fun to think about certain guns that you would use in certain situations. And, you know, these firearms obviously are just awesome for anything. But, you know, some of you guys have daughters on the way, some of you have young daughters, and we always have to make sure we're keeping the traditions alive of, you know, all these random boyfriends across the country knowing that our you know, daughters' dads are insane. So there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that at all.
Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna get the 50 caliber back in.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, this is the kind of rifle that basically, you know, they're at the movie theater. You just park about a mile away and get a bead on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, well, the thing is, like, even if you never intend on watching or firing a shot, you can at least watch.
Yeah, you can definitely watch.
Yeah, you can stake them out, you know what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, guys, we appreciate you watching the video. We have many more 5Guns videos on the way. Some of them a little more serious than others. This one hopefully was kind of humorous for you. Maybe some of you guys laughed a little bit at some of these concepts. Of course, no, we would never shoot our daughter's boyfriend or anything like that. No, we don't really have a hole out back dug with lime next to it with an empty tombstone.
It is always fun to fantasize about, though.
It is fun to fantasize about. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a good day, and we'll catch you next time.
Take it easy.